So angle of deviation. So think about the prism. This is the angle of prism A. Let this is the incident ray falling on it. Let is a monochromatic light. Mono means single. Chromo means color. Single wavelength. The monochromatic light. So just draw a normal here. This was its original path. So it bent towards the normal. Again draw the normal here. Again this was the path. It will go away from normal. So this angle is I, angle of incidence. This is R1. This is R2. This is emergent angle. Okay. And in the previous video already we have discussed that the angle of deviation delta was I plus E minus A, where A was R1 plus R2. Okay. So I need a relation between delta and I. Why? Just think. From the symmetry of the structure, you can easily tell that if this is I, this is your E, if you incident light from this direction in the reverse direction at the angle E, obviously light will emerge at I also. Okay. So I need a relation between delta versus incident angle. For any single delta, you can tell there would be two possible angles. If one is I, obviously another will be E. That means let example, मैं एक एग्जाम्पल ले रहा हूं. मान लेते हैं I मेरा 20 डिग्री है, E मेरा 30 डिग्री है, 50 डिग्री कर दो, 50 डिग्री है, एंड ए तेरा 30 डिग्री है. तो डेल्टा कितना लिखेगा? डेल्टा विल बी 40 डिग्री. सिमिलरली अगर आई तेरा 50 डिग्री है, ए तो चेंज नहीं होगा, ए वही 30 होगा, ऑब्वियसली ई को 20 होना पड़ेगा क्योंकि डेल्टा वही होगा. दैट मीन्स देयर आर टू possible angles 20 degree and 40 degree for the same delta. Okay, now come and apply Snell's law at the first refraction surface. 1 sin I n sin R1. Yes. Next, n sin R2, 1 sin E. So from here, at place of E, I want to substitute a value. At place U, you can write sin inverse n sin R2. Again, at the place of R2, you can write sin inverse n sin A minus R1. Yes or no? Okay. Now, again, at the place of R1, from here you can write R1 is equal to sin I by n sin inverse. Yes, this value can be written here. It will be sin inverse n sin A minus sin inverse sin I by n. So this is some odd expressions, not like a regular expression. Now I can write, so delta, I need delta and I relation. Delta is equal to this relation, I plus E. The place of E, I'll write this large equation, sin inverse n sin A sin inverse sin I by n. Minus A again. So this, I can tell what is the relation between delta and I here easily. So in fact, to establish relation between delta and I, you have to go experimentally. Okay. So by the use of spectrometer, usually it is done in a dark room, having an instrument known as spectrometer, we can find out delta and I. And this graph is obtained as like this. So this graph is very much important. देखो, here your delta is I. So I can be maximum. How much angle? 90 degree. Okay. This graph will somehow like this. So at this position, obviously I will be 90 degree. And it will be the maximum deviation. इसके बाद तो पॉसिबल नहीं है, डेविएशन और कैसे हो सकता है, इसी तो मैक्सिमम डेविएशन. तो याद रखना, ये भी कभी कभी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है, व्हाट इज द व्हेन मैक्सिमम डेविएशन इज पॉसिबल. ओके, ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है. तो एट एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस कितना होना चाहिए उस जगह पे, 90 डिग्री होना चाहिए. क्लियर. So from this relation easily you can tell that the relation between delta and I is not parabola. Okay, ये जो ऊपर इक्वेशन लिखा गया है तो कोई पैराबोला की इक्वेशन है नहीं. That means this graph is not parabolic. Important. This curve is not parabolic. तो मोस्ट ऑफ द हमारा जो किताब रहते हैं इसको पैराबोलिक करके दे देता है. इट इज रॉन्ग. रिमेंबर. ओके, इट इज रॉन्ग. So for any delta, think about any delta. मान लेते हैं कोई एक डेल्टा है, ये कोई एक डेल्टा. तो इसका कंडीशंस देखो, ये उसका आई है, तो ये पक्का ई ही बना होगा, क्योंकि कोई भी एक डेल्टा के लिए दो पॉसिबल एंगल है, आई एंड ई, कि नहीं। जैसे ही ग्राफ मैंने प्लॉट करते गया एट सम पॉइंट जहां पे सबसे डेल्टा का वैल्यू कम है, तो हम नाम देंगे मिनिमम डेविएशन। ये पॉइंट जो देख रहे हो नीचे वाला पॉइंट, ये जगह पे एक वैल्यू आ रहा है, एक ही पॉइंट है ये जगह पे आई इज इक्वल टू ई है, ये जगह पे हमको मिनिमम डेविएशन मिलेगा। तो फॉर मिनिमम डेविएशन यू हैव टू अप्रोच एक्सपेरिमेंटली, रिमेंबर। ओके, अगेन think this length is x1, this length is x2. So remember, this curve is not parabolic, also not symmetric. Curve is asymmetric. So remember here x2 should be greater than x1 यहाँ पे, ओके, and not extended up to infinity. ये infinity तक नहीं है, यहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा, यहाँ पे खत्म हो जाएगा। ओके, this not extended up to infinity. ये कर्व का नेचर है, ध्यान रखना। Clear? So now we'll express an expression for the minimum deviation. So from this graph, we can conclude that at minimum deviation, जहाँ पे डेविएशन सबसे कम होगा, ग्राफ में पता चल गया कि आई इक्वल टू ई होना चाहिए। डेविएशन क्या है, प्रीवियस वीडियो में मैंने बताया था कि लाइट रे इनिशियली कहाँ जा रहा था, फिर फाइनली कहाँ जाएगा, जो टोटल उसका जो रास्ता कितना भटका हो, दैट इज डेविएशन। डेविएशन का मतलब क्या है, भटकना। ओके, तो एट मिनिमम डेविएशन आई इज इक्वल टू ई। तो देखो, अगर आई इक्वल टू ए, मेरा स्नेल्स लॉ, 1 साइन आई इज इक्वल टू एन साइन R1, एन साइन R2 इज इक्वल टू 1 साइन ई, ऐसे लिखा गया। अगर आई इक्वल टू ई है, तो यहां से तुम कह सकते हो R1 इक्वल टू R2। तो मिनिमम डेविएशन के समय दो पॉसिबल चीज है, वन इज योर आई इक्वल टू ई होगा एंड R1 इक्वल टू R2 होगा, लेकिन सिमेट्रिक होगा ये पूरा। ओके, तो अभी मैं कह सकता हूं डेल्टा मिनिमम, जो फॉर्मूला आई प्लस ई को मैं 2i लिख सकता हूं, माइनस है, तो यहां से आई इक्वल टू ए प्लस डेल्टा एम बाई 2। सिमिलरली ए को मैं 2r लिख सकता हूँ, R1 प्लस R2, R को a बाई 2 लिखा जा सकता है। सो नाउ आई कैन राइट 1 साइन आई एन साइन R, नहीं, तो n इक्वल टू साइन आई बाई साइन R, तो साइन a प्लस डेल्टा एम बाई 2 साइन a बाई 2। और मोर अप्रोप्रिएटली अगर इसको लिखना चाहते हो, इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हो, of the lengths by n of the median is equal to sin a plus delta m by 2 sin a by 2। क्लियर? तो ये एक्सप्रेशन के ऊपर बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं। ओके, We'll see some question now. So let a question. I'm writing the minimum deviation produced by a hollow prism okay which is given. The light ray is also found to refracted at is also found to be refracted at 30 degree. So you have to find out mu of that medium, ये mu of that prism. प्रिज्म का म्यू निकालना है. So delta m is given by hollow prism. The light ray is also found to be refracted at 30 degree. तो म्यू निकालना है. So you know at minimum deviation I is equal to E and A equal to 2R. R is given. How much? It is R. If R is given, A is given. So 2 into 30 degree. So A is 60 degree. So delta M 2I minus A. So delta M is given 30 degree. So 2I 60. So from here 2I equal to 90 degree. So I equal to 45 degree. So mu equal to sin I by sin R. So I is here 45 degree. Sin 45 degree divided by sin 30 degree. Clear? Sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Sin 30 is 1 by 2. So answer will be root 2. Okay? So this is the answer. Next, let another question. Let for a prism, minimum deviation occurs at 30 degree. Delta M occurs at 30 degree. For another delta, I is 25 degree. If I is 25 degree, then what would be the possible value of E? This is the question. So when this question appears, usually in your mind, it comes that I have to apply some formula like that, but it is not from the any formula. It's general IQ. How? Already I have discussed in the graph that there are some options are also given. Answers are like this: A, B, C, D. Okay, 32 degree, 34 degree, 35 degree, 37 degree, like this. Okay. So from the graph, already we know this is a asymmetric curve. So at minimum deviation, this is 30 degree. So for I equal to 25, let here is 25 degree. So here will be the E. So this difference is 5 degree. This difference must be greater than 5 degree. That means ये जो E का value है, it must be greater than 35 degree. In the option C, which is greater than 35 degree, this one, answer will be 37 degree. Clear? Next. Next, some conditions, some cases for prism. Let this is your prism. Its angle of prism is a theta C, or complete C is your critical angle. The theta C I am writing here. The critical angle. The condition for no ray will emerge out. That means all ray will show TIR. So what is the condition? तो देखते हैं. Let light falls on it like this. It will go like this. Now this angle is R2. So by changing I have many R2. So all possible R2, if greater than critical angle, then TIR will happen. Okay, that means the smallest possible value of R2, if greater than critical angle, then it implies TIR will happen. TIR will happen. So I can write R2 is A minus R1. If R2 is minimum, R1 will be maximum. So what could be the maximum value of R1? Very simple. When your I is 90 degree, R1 maximum is possible. That is your critical angle. Now I can write A minus C should be greater than C, or you can write the condition is A should be greater than 2C. Okay, this is the condition. So it can be written it as A by 2 should be greater than C, or you can write sine A by 2 should be greater than sine C, or you can write sine A by 2 should be greater than 1 by mu, or you can write mu should be greater than 1 by sine a by 2. Clear? So you can write mu should be greater than cosec a by 2. This is also condition. So from the question, you should judge it. Okay, let an example. Let an example. Let mu is given root 2. Okay. If mu is root 2, then C is 45 degree perhaps, obviously. Okay. Let this angle is 120 degree. Now you can write if n is root 2, 1 by n is sine C. So C equal to 45 degree. So from here you can see your A is greater than 2C. 2C 90 डिग्री होगा, ये तो 120 दिया है. तो ये प्रिज्म के ऊपर जितना भी लाइट आए, कहीं से भी कितना भी एंगल हो जाए, कैसे भी हो जाए, नो रे विल गो आउट ऑफ दिस फेस. कोई भी रे नहीं जाए. समझ में आया? So always you need not to calculate to find out the answer. If you know the conditions, you can do very quickly. अदरवाइज जैसे दिया होगा तुम निकालते रहोगे बैठ के, टाइम चले जाएगा एग्जाम में. ओके. सो ये जो कंडीशन है, ये सब कंडीशन को थोड़ा ध्यान में. नेक्स्ट, सेकंड केस. व्हाट इज द कंडीशन such that all ray will pass out of the other surface? That means no ray will show TIR. What is the what is the condition such that no ray will show TIR? Clear? तो सिमिलरली जैसे था R2 का जो सब पॉसिबल वैल्यू है, सबसे बड़ा वैल्यू, द मैक्सिमम और लार्जर वैल्यू अगर C से छोटा हुआ तो TIR नहीं शो करेगा. That means I can write A minus R1 minimum. When R will be minimum? When I will be minimum. What is I minimum? I minimum is 0. Normal incidence, so R minimum also will be 0. C, so this is 0. So this is the condition. A should be less than C. Yeah. If A is less than C, then all ray will pass to the other surface. Whatever may be the angle of incidence will go out from this. Clear? So here you can write also sine A must be less than sine C, or you can write sine A less than 1 by mu, or you can write mu should be less than 1 by sine A, that will be cosec A. Clear? Next, so in this two example, A is greater than 2C, here A is less than C. Clear? So for any condition, other condition, when A is less than C sorry, h less than to c and greater than c. That means c से 2c के बीच में अगर a है, then what will be the condition for the ray to emerge out or to stay inside? Okay, let's start from a normal incidence. Start from a, let I equal to 0, normal incidence. So it implies R1 equal to 0. It implies R2 equal to A. So here already written, the condition is A is less than, greater than C. If A is greater than C, then what will happen? TIR, total internal reflection. समझ में आया? That means if ray will go like this, it will show total internal reflection. Now I am increasing the angle. Let at some I, now we are increasing angle I. I mean increasing this angle. What will happen? We'll see. Okay. Let मैं बढ़ाया बढ़ाया बढ़ाया. Let at some I equal to I naught, R2 is just equal to C. Okay. R2 is just equal to C. So when R2 is just equal to C, R1 you can write A minus C. Clear? Now you can write 1 sin I naught mu n जो भी है sin R1, that is A minus C. At this condition, okay, at this condition, it just grazing incidence. It will show grazing incidence. Grazing emergence, not incidence, emergence. So I can say from the value of I, कहाँ से कहाँ? 0 से लेके, ओके, 0 से लेके I नॉट तक क्या होगा? TIR दिखाएगा. आफ्टर दैट इट विल गो अवे. दैट मीन्स I का वैल्यू I नॉट के बाद, I when ग्रेटर देन योर I नॉट एंड अप टू I का वैल्यू कहां तक मैं ले सकता हूं? 90 तक. ये क्या दिखाएगा? नो TIR. कौन सा कंडीशन ये है? ये, दिस इज द कंडीशंस. ओके, तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं. So this is all about your prism. In the next video, we'll solve some questions regarding this prism. Again, I'm showing the slides. The angle of minimum deviation. It's the condition for angle of minimum deviation is this one. I should be equal to E. R1 should be equal to R2. This is its expression. And the problems, and there are some cases when all the ray will show TIR, when no ray will show TIR, and this is other conditions. Yeah, thank you.